Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, our Thanksgiving coverage continues with a good one here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Dallas Cowboys. It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Here we go, 46.
Prescott looks to throw right away. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Prescott, he's going to change things up here. 2nd and 5. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Give that sack to Kobe Dean. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott off play action. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Well, not good at all. A punt of just 24 yards there. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Swift going to try up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
First down, Eagles.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Here we go now on 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles! A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again. How difficult is that to do?
It's difficult under any normal circumstance when you're coming off of a loss and you have a quick turnaround. The first thing is to put the loss behind you and move forward. But when you put it on Thanksgiving Day, everyone's watching you. It's an added bonus, though, because now you put the loss behind you. Get that taste out of your mouth, because the taste you want is victory, turkey, and pumpkin pie.
Well, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL. I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the turkey bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. But I remember reading about, the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day?
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Right back to him on first down. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
First down, Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. So they keep the football, but now face second and long. Play action now, Prescott. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. This now a 3rd and 4.
A gain of 12 yards. It's now 3rd down and 4.
Here's Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Cowboys first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. To throw is Prescott. That's dumped off to Pollard. And he'll get nothing out of that one. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the move from Mike McCarthy is going to be to keep the offense on the field here on 4th down. They're going for it. Prescott down. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is going to be out of bounds, a couple of yards short of the marker. And they will fail to convert here on 4th down. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The last 2 plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together. They've got a chance of coming out with a W.
The Cowboys at 4-6 now on the year. Did they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W? They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
A second down throw for Prescott. And his throw is incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. Third down here. You look at this Eagle defense against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
First and 10, Prescott. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use. Partner, I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. There's no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and the deficit will stay at 2 field goals. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you've got that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And 22 more yards there and another 1st down. Play action. Here's Hurts. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, my. You know that's one that he'll want to have back. I mean, he did everything right. Got the linebackers commit on the play action. He just flat out missed.
Eluding the pressure right. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Touchdown! A great play there. 26 yards. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
We just saw one of the benefits of a quarterback having mobility. Scrambled around, kept the play alive, and then found a receiver open downfield for a touchdown.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead now stands at 13. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. He'll buy some time right. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Hurts rolling to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. 2nd down, Prescott. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a 3rd game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the 3rd one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And he's taken down inside the 30. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, Hurts. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2. Again, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown. But I guess he's got to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Hurts. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball in a passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Touchdown, Eagles! A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Elliott on for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
The score, Eagles 20, Cowboys nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Prescott to throw it. Flush to his right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Off the play fake, Prescott. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 16. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. A big play there for Philly. And even 50 yards.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, our Thanksgiving coverage continues with a good one here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. You look at this Cowboy defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times. Ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
And he's going to be dropped quickly right there at the 48, a couple yards shy of midfield. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave it, touchdown! A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. Now 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Prescott off play action. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense. In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
Lamb will go in motion. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
Hey, kill.
Looking to throw. Prescott. That ball is caught. It's gathered. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Cowboys are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down.
63.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. They'll roll him out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick 6. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. A big play there for Philly. 43 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, we keep stats on everything, don't we? This is one that you don't want to have. That's a second drop right here in the first quarter.
Yeah, I was going to say, only in the first quarter. Certainly a ship that he wants to right quickly. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking. Nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates. I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Prescott. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Eagles are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. 37 yards. And the Eagles are able to move back in front. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
On play action, Prescott. And That's going to be incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's 2nd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, not that we had any questions, but it's obvious his arm does not hurt today, does it? He does not mind slinging it around.
He is firing that pigskin around the yard.
Yeah, putting it deep downfield, taking shots. Unsuccessful there, but I like his moxie.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Over 70 yards receiving now for him in this first half alone, as he's got a 1st down on that last catch. Play action. Here's Hurts. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Throwing is Hurts. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. 27 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Elliott now to add the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
The score, Eagles 26, Cowboys 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now Prescott going to change the play. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Fourth down, Prescott. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. But first down, Hurts. Looking right sideline, that's complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that will make this a 19-point game.
33. Cowboys 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Now Prescott. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick.
Well, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
And the Eagles are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Swift is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half.
Cowboys 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and a yard.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Prescott to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 5.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he is going to have the Cowboys first down. It'll wind up being a gain of 5 there on 4th and 2.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. With his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 19-point ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
24 yards to gain there, another first down as well. Hurts.
Now he's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown from 21 yards away.
And the Eagles are able to add on to their first half lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Play fake. Here's Prescott.
Open man, the tight end, Luke Schoonmaker.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20.
Now Dak, he's going to mix it up.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Throwing, Prescott. This is caught. Touchdown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys get a bit closer.
The kicker on for the extra point.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Flushed out right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
And that's what I like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Prescott on play action. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. This taken in at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And this drive will start on the...
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now here's a throw. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Eagles hit 9-2 to start play. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
They go play action with Hurts.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's absolutely going to fire this defense. To deny that completion, and he came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. Now a play fake here on first down. This is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Just
Here's Hurts to throw.
he's going to air one out. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work. Not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. He'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And this is going to be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. That is caught. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. From the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he's got his man on the out route. Touchdown! From 13 yards out. And the Eagles are an extra... Throwing is Hurts. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On the handoff, this is Swift. A nice little juke. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 47 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ballgame. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
He's got his target. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 27. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Escaping the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete.
He's had a very nice day throwing the football, and I think on this play, he's just trying to buy some time so he can make another big throw downfield. Unfortunately, couldn't connect on that one.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Hurts. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. The sack sets him back a full 10 yards there on 1st and goal. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that's out to the flat for Swift. Touchdown, Eagles! DeAndre Swift. So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very
It's Week 14 of the National Football League. And up next, we'll...
Second down. Here's Hurts. His throw incomplete. As you can see, they're not operating at full health today, partner. That's been a big story the last couple of weeks. But the bottom line, their record is solid, and you know that this is still a very dangerous team, even with those guys missing.
What they have shown us throughout this season is that this team has stayed focused, and some injuries, it is not going to derail the momentum they built up.
On first down, Hurts. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So... Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Back to throw now on first down. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You have to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 23. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
They'll find Swift out of the backfield.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations.
And this is caught. Touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from winning this thing in the final seconds. So they're not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. And they have got the lead. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays.
And it's capped off by the touchdown and the ever-critical extra points. So it is a one-point lead here in the final minute of action.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. And he will get out of bounds here to stop the clock, but not a huge pickup there. 6, maybe 7. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try to rise up and overcome it.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this one is right down Broadway. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So what a finish here. They maneuver to the outskirts of his range, Charles. He steps up, drills it from long distance.
That was no gimme. I like that expression, outskirts of his range. Look, the kickers that I've met, all they want is a chance. And I think he knew this one was good the second it left his foot.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's got a man. Complete. He's in! Are you kidding me?
How do you get that?
One of the most incredible ways to finish a game, and they do win it on the final play. This one is going to sting for a while. I mean, how do you let that happen defensively? One stop. I know that it's easy to say that from the booth, but it is. How do you let that happen, partner?
That's one of those where sometimes you get overzealous on defense, get out of your lanes, don't take care of your assignments. Let's just go ahead and focus on the offensive guy.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the New York Giants. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Across midfield. Down to the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. He has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Giants will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10 at their own 21. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Yeah, he short arms that one just a bit. It's low and incomplete. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. He's on his way. DeAndre Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Eagles strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Elliott good with a PAT. And they take the lead here at 7-6.
Giants 6.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And Saquon going to have a Giants first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line. Now looks like they'll move things around here.
They go play action here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. Barkley, inside handoff. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They're going to look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Looking to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And Brian Dable, with his background on offense, he's got a call ready, and they are going to go for it on 4th down.
Back to throw here. And he will find his man on the outside. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. They go back to the ground now with Barkley.
Down to about the 37. The Giants at 500, 7-7 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beating them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Daniel Bellinger with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants have regained the lead.
This time the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now. as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded at the 20. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. 67 yards. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. Play action. Here's Hurts. He'll get this off to Swift. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. These two teams had met earlier in the season in Philly with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they are looking for the sweep here at MetLife. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. You talk about this Giant defense. Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is a #1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
Here's a handoff to Swift. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. The tackle there by the safety, Xavier McKinney. Here's a 2nd and 5. Here's Hurts to throw. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 24-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
He'll buy some time right. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd down. Here's Jalen Hurts. And he comes back with one complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing is Hurts. And it's caught. Touchdown. DeAndre Swift with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Eagles are back within a score. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6.
20, Eagles 14.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a first down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Over the middle, caught by Bellinger.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line.
32-yard line.
Up the middle with Barkley. Shedding the tackle. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 11-yard line.
Here's a give to Barkley. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
Now a throw here to his running back. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
That's pulled in at the 32. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
Pass to Bellinger on the crossing route.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Try to lay one up deep.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be third and a mile. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's fourth down. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now finally got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. That is caught, and they can't bring him down. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
That's out quickly to Hyatt.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw.
Another pass complete to Bellinger.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. From 6 yards away.
And the Giants will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Hurts.
And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Fair to say, it hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So not the greatest of first halves for him, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Eagles 14.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter.
And here comes a return from the middle of...
And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Giant, and he will score. Touchdown, Giants. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
Giants 36, Eagles 14.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Rolling to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
It's third down at 5 yards.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Caught along the left side by Hyatt.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A handoff to Barkley.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 66 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Giants are able to add on to that lead.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Next to score, Giants 43, Eagles 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Flush to his right. And it's caught on the deflection. And this is going to be a touchdown.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Elliott on for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 22.
Makes the score Giants 43, Eagles 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
They're on the 32-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, 68 yards.
And the Giants get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Pinheiro's extra point up and good.
And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. A big play there for Philly. 43 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They go play action with Hurts. They'll roll him out right. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Let's give a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well, and that pass fell incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 14.
A gain of 21 yards.
Here's Hurts to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, 1st down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
90 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Barkley. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Well, now hang on here because Saquon Barkley is in some discomfort, so we're going to have a pause here for an injury. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on.
And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Throwing is Hurts. That's to the pylon and incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there with an amazing diving catch.
And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit.
Elliott Good with a PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And taken right on the 30. Shreds the tackle. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Going up top. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
60 boxes, 60 boxes.
Complete right side to Hyatt.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. On play action, they'll throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards on the 1st down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Handoff now. It's Gray with it.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
47-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
They run again here with Gray. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes us forward for about 6. Good gain there on 1st down and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Now they'll audible to something else.
On the ground, it's Gray. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. very difficult task right now.
That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. On the run, this is Gray. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Eddie Pinheiro on now. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Now, they were ultra confident coming in, that's for sure. They had won 7 straight, but number 8 not looking to be in the cards right now.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
A gain of 21 yards. 1st down, Philadelphia.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Giants are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. On the ground with a tight end. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 20-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. And the Giants send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. He'll take it at the 42.
Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards.
And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
63, 60. Hey, silver. No.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Back to throw again. Flushed out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to...
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game.
And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts, passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Now Gray. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
52 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll set up a throw. Touchdown! A great play there, with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Giants are able to stretch out their lead.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked by Jeff Okudah.
And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it now with Gray. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. On third down, it's Gray. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. They'll run on first down. It's Gray. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gray. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the time.
It's Madden NFL 20.
But first down hurts. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. Second down. They're going to look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Hurts.
Got his man on the out route. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
This is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. These two teams all tied after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. He's going deep for Brown. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Second down, here's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a 1st.
They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The Eagles at 12-3 now on the year. But Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
gun now on third down. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And his throw is incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now is really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards, the final tally. Looking to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Here's Hurts to throw.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. So make it 2 missed field goals for him now, but I have the sense, given that distance, you could probably forgive him here on this one.
Yeah, this is out of the range.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter,
It's Week 18.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And he rifles one incomplete. The Charles, as we've covered, they've already clinched their spot in the postseason, so now they just want to avoid adding any additional names to this list before the postseason begins.
Terrific observation, because trying to move up a spot, I don't know if it's worth it if you're trying to play guys who aren't quite right. Get them healthy, get ready for the playoffs, make your move then.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw here. That is caught, and they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 42.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. For left side, it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission.
The Minnesota Vikings, now on the clock. It's the Cowboys, now on the clock. With the next pick, the Jacksonville Jaguars are on the clock. The Philadelphia Eagles on the clock now. And now on the clock, it's the Arizona Cardinals.
Throwing is Hurts. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Here's a screen for Robinson. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Oh, they stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up fourth down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Hurts with a quick throw, complete.
He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 more on that one, and another first down. They'll look to throw again. And he's got his big tight end here. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Checks this one down to Robinson. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
At the Commander's 8-yard line.
He'll drop to throw.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the command...
Attack!
They'll look to throw. That's caught inside the 20. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. He'll look to throw. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the fight. To throw is Jones. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Jones. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Reed Blankenship. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And a little bit